It is every parent's nightmare, a child whose behavior is not what we view as the norm. If your child is too angry or sad or unresponsive or has trouble adjusting and getting along, what can you do? So often you hope and pray that they'll outgrow it. But what if it doesn't get any better and only gets worse? What do you do about a child afflicted with a condition beyond your comprehension? If we as parents don't understand it, how can we know the most effective way to deal with them? And how can we help them? There are millions of children who may be in a loving, supportive environment and still be tormented. Children who suffer from what can be classified as a mental illness. According to the U.S. Surgeon General, about 20% of American children suffer from a diagnosable mental illness during any given year. Nearly 5 million American children and adolescents suffer from a serious mental illness, one that significantly interferes with their day-to-day life. Fortunately, in our community, parents do have a place to go for treatment and support and understanding. That place is Mental Health Care's Child Guidance Center. MHC's Child Guidance Center remains committed to the same high standards it's maintained for over 60 years in service to children in need from infancy to 18 years of age. In fact, the Child Guidance Center serves over 6,000 children annually, providing high-quality, community-based healthcare services to children, adolescents, and families with mental health, developmental disability, and psychiatric needs. In addition, over 1,900 children are assisted each year by MHC's Children's Crisis Center through its 14-bed crisis stabilization program for children from 5 to 17 who are experiencing acute psychiatric emergencies. The Children's Crisis Center provides 24-hour assessment services, medication management, and individual family and group therapies. The Child Guidance Center offers more than 20 programs to assist families in our community facing a wide range of challenges. The programs range from the FAST program, that stands for Family and School Support Team, which provides early intervention for babies and children, to programs for the entire family, including the Family Resource Center and the Family Network Team. It also provides community outreach services in 66 public schools throughout Hillsborough County. But the real story of the Child Guidance Center is best told by the people who have come to the center for help. Sybil's problems were unmanageable when she took in her 5 grandchildren when their parents could no longer take care of them.
There were a lot of problems in the household. The 2 little ones that adjusted to me very well. It's the 2 older ones that were angry. They came in the house angry because of what their parents had done. And I tried to explain to them that they are very sorry, but they still took it out on the nearest adult, which was me. I was frustrated. My pressure was up. My doctor says I had to calm down. I had to find a way to calm down. But they were constantly, and I was literally begging them to please behave. I'm not asking you much.
When the Children's First Response Team came into Sybil's life, she finally got the guidance and support she needed.
The therapy helped a lot. They got a chance to blow off steam and say what they had to say, say what they felt. They started coming and doing things. Do you need help doing this? Do you need this? Yeah, Grandmama, you can't do that. No, Grandmama, don't do this. I said, oh, you're so sweet. I love you so. Oh, yeah, thank you, darling. Grandmama, don't push that. I'll do it for you. Oh, ain't you sweet? And give them a hug. And that started.
Sybil and her grandchildren are now a family in the true sense of the word.
Me and my grandma got us. She started a group, and it kept us motivated and it kept us off the streets. So we were raised up when we were living with her, nice and mannered, and it changed everything.
It's a lot of love. It's a lot of love.
MHC's Child Guidance Center is there for extended families like Sybil and her grandchildren. It was also there for a young family from Georgia who recently moved to Plant City with 3 little boys, including a new baby. They had few financial resources. They were trying to cope with a 5-year-old with speech delays and behavioral challenges, as well as a 6-year-old with Asperger's syndrome and speech delays who was also ADHD. They really didn't know where to turn.
My mother-in-law wanted us down here, so she moved us down here. And with Bobby not finding a job right away, she was having to pay everything by herself. So that's when we basically got behind before he got his job.
For this family, the FAST program combined with other home-based support made all the difference.
The FAST program has released a lot of stress off of us. Whatever we needed, Miss Jacqueline came to our help, and she gave us the resources that we needed to get the help that we needed. They funded their school uniforms, and they've been, like I said, a big help. Released a lot of stress.
For many children and teens, the Child Guidance Center and its services have been the lifeline they have needed. Today, Rachel, a poised young lady, has enrolled at Brewster Tech. However, it's been a long and bumpy journey for her and her mother, Debbie, for Rachel to get to this point.
The first time I came to the crisis center, I had gotten in a fight with a guy. He was an ex, and we were going through hard times, whatever, and I thought killing myself would probably be the best option.
She was breaking things, hitting walls, assaulting everybody in the house. I've had to call the police on her. I look back into her past, and I remember that they had counselors at the mental health clinic. So I reached out to them. They were my last hope. I came to see Mrs. Spoto, come to find out they had a high school. I was so blessed with that. I went to her crying and said, I need help.
By the time then I came here, I thought this wasn't going to really help me out. It really has. Even though I came here back on and off, it's like a second home to me.
Rachel has come a long way with the school. She graduated. She's still in school. She decided to continue to go to school.
It is a journey made possible by support from mental health care's programs, schools, and support.
Rachel is now a success story in our life because she does have rules and she does follow them for the most part. She still is a teenager. She's going to try me at times, but she knows who loves her, and no matter what happens, I will never give up on her.
Always remember, mental illness is an illness, one which needs treatment, as well as support for children as well as their families. To the children and families facing a wide range of challenges, mental health care can, and so often does, make all the difference. For Mental Health Care's Child Guidance Center, I'm Gail Sierens.